The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
This is Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Navigating the world of investing alone is complicated, messy, and scary at times. At Diversified Financial Solutions, we know that. That's why we prioritize being there with you first and foremost. It's not just about where to invest, but why. Matching your goals with a personalized strategy. Are you investing for your future retirement, trying to save for your children's education, saving to buy another home, retired and want to maximize your income, concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Or like so many of us, is it an ever-changing combination of them all? Call me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691. Or visit us at financialchickshow.com. For over 30 years, I've been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate evolving market conditions with only one priority, my clients. Visit me, Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions, at financialchickshow.com or call at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you. Well, good afternoon. How are we all doing? Another roller coaster week in the market and the world. Hopefully, we are getting closer to the end of this conflict. Thank you for tuning into the Financial Chick Show today. I'm your host, Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you want to learn more about me and my firm, check out our website at financialchickshow.com. We're also on Facebook at Diversified Financial Solutions, so like our page to get updates and see what is happening. So we're wrapping up Women's History Month. It's been a busy week and a busy month for that matter. But this week we had a Town of Brookhaven Women's Advisory Board annual Women's Recognition Night. That was something that I was involved with, gave awards to two women. And then Wednesday night, my nonprofit had a wine and cheese pairing network evening at the women-owned business BMW Pharmacy. So Power of Women Exchanging Resources was out there kind of trying to build up our women business owners. Tomorrow, I'm delighted to attend the Women's Leadership Conference at my alma mater, Adelphi University. I will also be a panelist for the Financial Literacy Women and Wealth Breakout. So all good stuff, but I'm exhausted. And when Sunday comes, I'm like, even the Lord rested. So like Denise is going to rest too. So that's going to be a good thing. Last piece of business is a countdown. Zach and I had our countdowns, and like now we got to bring it back.
We got a new one?
I got a new one.
What is it?
Okay, ready? Okay. We have 19 days till tax day. It's not as fun. Now, we had the last one was spring, and we can't do that, but we can go summer, but we'll work on that. But yes, 19 days until tax day 2026. So get those taxes done. It is a stressful time of year, especially with being tax time. I mean, everybody, it's crazy. I went to see my accountant last Saturday. So that is why I'm thrilled to have a guest with me today. Well, actually two guests with me today. He and she own a business that helps to alleviate stress. So isn't that what we need right now, especially with everything that's going on in the world? So I am thrilled to introduce to you Patrick and Jenna, who are the owners of the Hand and Stone at the new shops at SunVet. This is very exciting. So welcome.
Hey, Denise. How are you?
I am doing great. Hi, Jenna.
So happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
It took us a bit to get here, but you know what? We made it happen.
To say that we've been busy has been an understatement.
Right? I mean, same. You know, Mike is here too. Mike Scudero, my assistant, is in the house, and we have a full house here today, which I love. So I used to do this all by myself, so I like to have guests. but yeah, no, we're all busy. It's crazy. But again, the common theme is stress. I mean, you probably talk to your customers, I talk to my clients, and everybody's like spitting.
It's really just about making sure you prioritize yourself and putting self-care first, right? Everybody's busy. Everybody's grinding, especially here on Long Island. Mm-hmm. We all have our agendas, our routines. But if you're not putting yourself first, then you're really not taking care of your wealth, right? Which is your health.
I love that, Patrick. That was good. No, but it is really true. You know, there is a comparison. I mean, you do that, you know, that's all about planning, right? So if you plan your health and do things, you don't have to spend as much money later, right? Because
Absolutely.
That's really, and you feel like crap and all that kind of stuff. So why don't you guys tell my audience a little bit about yourselves?
Absolutely.
So whoever wants to start?
I'll jump right in. So it's so interesting how, number one, how Jen and I met. Jen is my fiance, right? So like Denise, I mentioned to Denise a long time ago, Jen and I met in Turks and Caicos.
which is so cool. What
It's
a
a very
great place.
It's a cool place to meet somebody,
story.
let alone your future wife, right? We met at a destination wedding. I was on the groom's side. She was on the bride's side. We met there. She's from Toms River, New Jersey. I'm here from Long Island. And we figured, we hit it off on vacation. And we said, you know what? Let's keep in touch when we get back. Not realizing that she lived 3.5 hours away.
Well, Jersey, New York, it's got to be, it's close. We're right there.
gotta be
I mean,
close.
it's not from the other side of the country, right? It's doable.
But then we realized real quickly, you know what? Let's try to make it work. And it was a long distance relationship. Jenna did finally take the big move to Long Island.
Yay.
Loving it.
And that's the whole personal side of it, right? But right around the time I met Jenna, right, I was working in the corporate world. I was working in advertising. So my first career, I worked for big media companies. I worked for the Walt Disney Company. I worked for Fox, CBS, Warner Media. That's what I wanted to do. But right after COVID, like many media companies, many companies in general, we experienced workforce reduction, right? So about 25% of my company was let go. Me being one of them. I did not see it coming. It was a gut punch, to say the least, right? Sure. And when I was working in corporate America, I always had an idea to kind of have an exit plan, right? To kind of be an entrepreneur. But this was 10, 15 years down the road. Being laid off, it was number one, the most trying year of my life financially, but it also showed me how resilient I am and the type of perseverance I had. It's nothing I planned for, but I got a ton of advice. I got a ton of, people's input. Be conservative, be this, be that, just go back and get a job. But I learned real quickly, I didn't want to just put my career, my livelihood in the hands of someone else who could just tell me, you know what, you're being let go today. Mm-hmm. So, my dad was a huge advocate of this too. He told me, Patrick, if you're going to take a chance on yourself, bet on yourself. And that's the best thing to do, right? One thing leads to another, and I'm doing my due diligence, and I'm trying to figure out what business, what category in the world do I want to go into? Do I want to, bring to the community? Advertising was great, but I took those skills and I figured, you know what? Health and wellness is something I wanted to invest in, something I wanted to bring to the community that I thought I could really hone in on and kind of transcend in our community. Mm-hmm. And with that, I did my due diligence again, hand in stone, by far, head and shoulders, the category leader in health and wellness franchises across the country. And ironically enough, right, going back to Jenna's from Toms River, New Jersey. And for our listeners who don't know, the first location ever, the founding location, number one hand and stone location was in, Jenna?
Toms River, New Jersey.
There you go. So
I love this.
So Jenna actually grew up with the brand. She saw it come to life, how it grew, right? Location after location. Now Hand and Stone has over 650 locations. Our location here at the shops at SunVet is number 14 on Long Island. And is there anything else you wanted to add, Jenna?
He said it. He said it all pretty well.
Well, didn't you have a connection didn't you know the owner?
Yeah. I went to elementary school with the founders' kids. I went to college. We were in the same sorority.
Okay.
When I told Patrick about it, I was like, I think that I know somebody that owns a few Hand and Stones. And then he looked into it. He goes, you don't know somebody that owns a few. You know the people that founded. They're just very humble, good people. They started an amazing franchise. And yeah.
It almost seems like destiny. I mean, like for all these things to kind of come together, it was almost supposed to happen. Right?
It's so interesting how life works out,
it
right?
Really
because
is.
I never expected to get laid off. You never plan for that, right? Mm-hmm. I never expected to. If you asked me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where am I going to be today? I would have never guessed this, but honestly, it's a blessing in disguise. It's one of the best things that ever happened to me to get laid off. I am so proud to say that.
But, it's true because, people talk about doing businesses, but they're so comfortable. When you get rip the Band-Aid off and well, now what are you going to do? Same type of thing. I have a pretty similar story. So, but, it's taking that risk, and taking the risk is a big deal because you're not getting that salary. Now you have to go and you've got to start from scratch. You got to work your tail off, and a lot of hours put into it.
You put hours into it, but I got to be honest, Denise, it doesn't feel like working your tail off.
Because you love it.
I do love it.
Love it.
And I think whether it was Hand and Stone or another business, I just feel like when it's yours and you're so passionate about it, people say, oh, if you love what you do, you're never going to work a day in your life. But if you're good at it and you really care, I love going there.
He makes it look effortless. Like, he's the hardest worker I know, but he makes it look like it's just another day.
That's awesome.
It's not work if you love it.
Yeah.
It's true. And, and again, running a business is not for everybody, but the people that do and the people that are successful, it's lifelong. It's a lifelong deal.
And I had no idea. Being an entrepreneur, I never thought that would be something that I would do. I always thought and look, don't get me wrong, I was very good at the corporate world. Mm-hmm. I was always very politically correct. I knew how to, manage everything the right way. Very different than entrepreneurship. But I got here today and I realized, you know what, this is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life.
I love it. So we have so much more to talk about, but we're going to run into our first break. That's radio, man. Got to pay the bills, right? but I'm here with Patrick and Jenna, and they are the owners. We're going to talk a little bit about the franchisees. We're going to talk a little bit about that because you never really get to know. We know Hand and Stone, this big corporation, and sometimes it's like, oh, the big bad corporations, but it's the local people that run it. I mean, the people that live here that will spend your money here. It's a Long Island thing, so we're going to talk about so many more things. So stay tuned. You're listening to The Financial Chick Show. Stay tuned after the break. Welcome back. You are listening to The Financial Chick Show. This is Denise Nostrom, and I am thrilled today to have in the studio with me Patrick and Jenna, who are the owners of Hand and Stone at the new shops at SunVet, which is so exciting. So why don't we talk a little bit about that how, so you knew now I established the fact that I want to do Hand and Stone. So now we got to find a location. So I'm sure that was quite, was that something that happened quickly, or were you searching for a bit? How did you get here? Like literally steps away from the airport. Again,
it's so interesting how this all came about because I wasn't looking in this area, right? This SunVet was deserted, as many people in this community know, for 15 years, right? It was a blemish on society.
That is a good way to put it,
right?
Yeah.
But it's so up and coming. And when I was looking, I had no idea that they were actually redeveloping it. My realtor, she did a fantastic job. She brought it to my attention. She goes, "Hey, Patrick, how does this sound to you? Holbrook, Sunrise Highway, there's a Whole Foods coming into town." I said, that's a trifecta. I said, that sounds great, right? So then we went to go look at it. We checked it out. We did all of our due diligence. And the location's a home run. Absolutely. Great spot. Yeah, no, and of course, I am a member. I was one of the early members. So as soon as I found, I got, so you did a great job about the internet. I'm a founding member. I am. So last summer, I found out about it. I think which unbeknownst was, we did talk on the phone. I think we might have talked on the phone too.
I was pretty much there for a lot of the phone
remember
calls.
our conversation. We were driving back.
I do remember. Yes, I remember.
We were driving back from New Jersey, back to Long Island, and you had called, and I was fielding all the calls. Jen and I were fielding all the phone calls at the time because our phones weren't even plugged in yet. Right. And you had called and you mentioned, oh, by the way, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I want to work on with skincare and my massages. And by the way, I have a radio show. And I was like, that's so interesting. And, we talked to another 400 or 500 people after you, and then you came back. I met you in Spa, and I was like, oh, it's so nice to put a face with the name and the voice. And here we are today. We are here today. So yeah, I signed right up because, again, what you started at the beginning of the show was that, especially as a business owner, I think you actually even said this to me yesterday. It's been a very stressful week. And when I talked last night, I was like totally wiped out. I just finished with clients. And so I said, I have to take care of myself because I can't be good for my clients or my family or friends or anything if I'm totally knocked out. So, and I love massages and I love facials. So I said, oh my gosh, if I can do this every single month, what's better than that? And put it and taking the time, and I put it in my book, just like I'm putting a calendar event for one of our clients or a place that I have to go to, like my talk tomorrow. It's in there, so I know exactly that I'm going for my facial, going for my massage, and this is my goal for 2026, and I'm meeting it, baby, and I'm so happy. So happy you're here.
Dedicate that 1 hour to yourself every month, and you deserve it. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
It's really good. It's really good. So, and I have to say, being at the shop, if you haven't been to their place, it is absolutely beautiful, and I have to give Jenna this. So,
thank you.
When you just like when you first walk into the store, I mean, just the smell, and it's just so relaxing, and then you sit down and you got the water, and it's just the relaxation starts before you even get into the room.
It's very true. I feel like it was hard because, as you heard, Patrick, he's a big, important guy. So I was like, where am I going to fit in, And I feel like that's what I do. The ambiance, I think that's huge. And that's what's going to set us apart from, other spas. People come there and they feel relaxed instantly as soon as they walk through the door.
Yeah.
And I think we've encapsulated that.
And you know what Jenna did a great job of doing, and it goes hand in hand with the whole self-care aspect. When you walk through the door, it's about the details, right? So like you mentioned, Denise, it's having the coconut water that everybody loves.
Yeah.
It's getting the warm neck wrap that everybody loves. The relaxation starts immediately. We have you sit down, we have you relax, you start to decompress, you check all your stress at the door. And that's before you even get in the treatment room.
Yeah. And I have to say, again, especially we talk about the big corporation and the small business. So this is your baby, and so you're responsible for the hiring and the firing, hopefully not too much of that, but, all of those things. So you are making your own, you're the face and the voice of the community and of that Hand and Stone shop. And I have to say, everybody that approaches, whether they were on the phone or in the salon, I guess we'll call it, they were all very accommodating and very sweet. Because the worst thing, like when you go to a doctor's office, right, you may love your doctor, but you go to the front desk and the women or the men, it doesn't have to be just women, they're just not really that nice. And you're like, why am I coming here? But that's the first face. So the first face has to be a person who's going to be inviting and is going to treat you right.
It's the 100% a Hand and Stone thing. I think that they really, the front is one of the most important jobs.
Absolutely.
It's the first person you see, and it's the last person you see.
Exactly.
It can make or break the entire experience.
For sure.
That's something we really prided ourselves on, where from day one, we want to make sure that we're delivering white glove service. The hospitality is second to none. And this isn't something that's we're not going to fall off. We're not going to be like, maybe some other franchises out there that they get comfortable, they get complacent. I'm holding my staff, myself, to a very high standard where I want this Hand and Stone location to be an absolute institution in the country where people are going to look at us and say, wow, that's how we got to do it. I want to base my model off of theirs.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think you guys are doing pretty well. Didn't you say some numbers or something that you're...
All right.
I mean, if you let me pinch her on there.
I'll humbly brag about this. So for those of you, Hand and Stone's been around for 21 years now. There's 650 locations. This location...
He totally doesn't know his numbers at all.
Yeah, right. He's like, all right, let me just rattle off a few statistics
I love that,
here.
though. Being a number chick, I love it.
This particular location, right here in Holbrook, right here in Suffolk County, right at the shops at SunVet, we set a record for the Hand and Stone franchise with the most pre-opening founding memberships in the franchise to date, with 550 people.
There you go, Zach.
It's amazing. This is good stuff.
A lot of it is attributed to the advertising. It's attributed to the location. It's attributed to the brand itself, the market recognition. It's really the trifecta. I think we have the perfect storm here in Holbrook.
That's good. And you're driven. That helps.
Yeah.
And you know what you want. And and that's a big thing is keep and it's a hard thing, but to keep that high level, that white glove service, consistently, and getting the right people to do that with you.
Well, that's another thing that Jen and I were very, very serious about before, and we started our interview process, our onboarding process, a year before our doors even opened.
Wow.
To me, the biggest thing is about culture. And if you're going to have employees, you're going to have, service providers, front desk that bring toxicity into the into the business, or they don't prioritize, they're not reliable, then we don't need you on. I want to make it so it's a culture where everybody loves being there. Yep. And I'm looking at Jenna now. Just before we got here, 10 minutes ago, we were at the spa. We're in the break room, laughing, having a great time.
Yeah, it's about the vibe. I feel like we really went on that hard when we were interviewing. Just feeling the energy, and we were spot on. I have to say, we have the best employees.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's something I'm very proud of. We brought all the best people on board. We've been open now for just about 4 months, over 4 months now, which is great. And nobody has left. There's been no turnover. Everybody, for the most part, I think everybody's happy. And I'm really proud of that.
That's a huge accomplishment. It really, and that's the hardest part of being in business. Because you can do the greatest thing, but if you don't have the right people in place, we know what can happen.
Well, that's one thing I actually brought from the corporate world was, one of my, my bosses, my leaders from back in the day when I worked at ESPN he told me, Patrick, a lot of what we do, you can train. you can teach people the skills. You can't train someone to be a good person.
Absolutely.
Hire on character, train on skill, right? And I took that to heart. I'm never going to forget that. And it's paying dividends here at Hand and Stone.
No, that's a huge thing. No, you guys are working it the right way, And like I said, every time I've been there, it's been a pleasurable experience. And after the break, we'll get really into the various things, services that you have, the massages and the facials and the various add-ons that you can do there, and just how relaxing it is and how everybody should do that. And just like people save $150 a month if they're just starting, put $150, $200 a month into you. It's an investment into your health and wellness. So, health is wealth. Like, we're going to keep that as a theme. It's true.
He came in with numbers and wisdom today. He got the double whammy today. Good job, Patrick.
He's always on.
That's
I appreciate
awesome
that,
thing.
guys.
That's an awesome thing. All right, well, you are listening to the Financial Chick Show. This is Denise Nostrom. My company is Diversified Financial Solutions. I help you look for financial solutions when you feel like there are none. So feel free to contact me at 631-758-8691 or at financialchickshow.com. Stay tuned after the break. We have so much more with Patrick and Jenna from Hand and Stone right here in Holbrook at the SunVet Mall. Well, we don't call it the SunVet Mall anymore. What do they call it? The SunVet.
The shops at
SunVet. I got to get that.
Please don't call it the SunVet
No,
Mall.
I know. That's so like that. I got to commit that. Well, stay tuned after the break. This is Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Navigating the world of investing alone is complicated, messy, and scary at times. At Diversified Financial Solutions, we know that. That's why we prioritize being there with you first and foremost. It's not just about where to invest, but why. Matching your goals with a personalized strategy. Are you investing for your future retirement, trying to save for your children's education, saving to buy another home, retired and want to maximize your income, concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Or like so many of us, is it an ever-changing combination of them all? Call me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691. Or visit us at financialchickshow.com. For over 30 years, I've been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate evolving market conditions with only one priority, my clients. Visit me, Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions, at financialchickshow.com or call at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you. Welcome back. We're into our third segment here, and I'm excited to have in the studio with me today Patrick and Jenna, who are the owners of Hand and Stone at the shops at SunVet Mall. If you haven't been there, you have to go. I mean, it's an amazing place, and there's we were talking during the break that it was really dilapidated. It really that particular location it was in its heyday was pretty good, started to deteriorate, and then it just went down the tubes. And the revitalization, though, is absolutely amazing. I think it's something really cool for the community and really cool for you guys at Hand and Stone to get that opportunity. And I said you have to go down and just see. You got to book an appointment. You can't just see it, but you got to feel the whole thing.
Can stop by.
You have to get the whole experience.
You got to get the whole experience. Yeah. Just try it. If you haven't done a facial or a massage, why haven't you? I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, it really is. It's some people get intimidated about like what that would be and what that would feel like, and like, oh my God, it's like the fear of the unknown. And I think everybody. I mean, even I did. Even like when you go to a new place, you have a new massage therapist or a facial. Like, well, what are they going to do? And everybody does it a little bit different, But it's just there's so many benefits to it. And again, it's a time we have quiet, which we never have in life. Like life is so noisy, and it's just relaxation for 1 hour. It's amazing. So if somebody wants to come to the shop now, I mean, are there any perks for them to come? Any specials? Or you have anything going on at your place now?
I mean, coming from a absolutely huge Italian mama's boy.
Shout out, Ro.
Shout out to my mother.
I get her. Hi,
Ro. Mother's Day's coming up, right?
Sure is.
And for our Mother's Day promotion, if you spend $250 in the spa, which gets you about 2 solid treatments, really great classic treatments, you get $50 free, which you don't have to tell your mom about. You can keep the $50 gift card for yourself.
Oh, okay. There you go. Very good strategy. There you go.
So that's one promotion. But something else that, again, I'm very proud to to announce this on the air, but we've been promoting it as well since we opened, something that no other hand and stone in the country has actually implemented, but being is, the community that we work in, or that we live in, it's something called the Give Back program, right? This Give Back program, if you're a healthcare worker, first responder, teacher, veteran, you qualify for this program where we want to welcome you in. You do so much for us, for our community, right? Day in and day out. Those are the folks especially, everybody deserves self-care, but those are the folks especially who deserve to prioritize themselves and take care of themselves, who are potentially the most stressed, right? Mm-hmm. So what the promotion is for the Give Back program is up to $30 every single month worth of enhancements with your service for life.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really, really a nice thing to do.
There's some places do monthly promotions. Oh, this is Member Appreciation Month. It's a 1-month thing. This is every single month that you come into our spa. You're a member with us. You're showing your loyalty. You're coming in.
And what are the categories again? Let's say them again.
If you're a healthcare worker.
Okay, healthcare, which again, we went through the pandemic and they didn't get the accolades that they should have, so that's a wonderful thing. So
first responders.
Of course, very huge.
Goes without saying.
Absolutely.
Veterans and teachers.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Very nice. We have a lot of teacher clients, so this is a big perk. Well, all of those things, but I guess I just saw a teacher yesterday as a client, so she's in my head. But no, that's really, I love that. That's a wonderful thing. So if you're out there, this is, come and take advantage of this. It's there for the taking.
I feel like if it just shows how serious we are about promoting health and wellness in our community, right? We're putting them first. We want them to come in because we know what they go through day in and day out, and we want them to take advantage of it. And if we can do a little bit like that just to get them in and they can take care of their self-care, then that's us, being happy and feeling good about it.
I love it. Well, you talked about the enhancement stuff. Can you tell my listeners a little bit about that? How does that work with the massages and the facials? And
yeah, so enhancements vary from, price-wise from $10 up to, we can get, up to $150, $200 worth of enhancements. But within that category, it qualifies for aromatherapy, whether it's a prenatal massage, we can focus like a sports-focused massage, exfoliating foot and hand treatments, CBD oil we offer, hot stones, Himalayan salt stones. Oh my God. If you've never gotten a Himalayan salt stone and a CBD oil massage, absolute game changer.
Okay, so I'm going to put that on my list. I have not done that. So okay, so no to south. Throw that on my record.
And then if you're a facial person, and here's another thing too, which a lot of listeners probably don't understand, is a facial can be so relaxing. Not only is it taking care of your skin and skincare, but our licensed estheticians are so fantastic and great at what they do. Clients are coming out and they feel so refreshed, so rejuvenated. Not only do they come out glowing and they look fantastic, but they feel so good. And they're like, wow, maybe I'll come in instead, because a lot of clients, they rotate. Massage, facial every other month. They're like, you know what? I'm going to come in for another facial next month.
Yeah. No, it's true. And you figure all the toxins in the air and everything that's there. And, sometimes you don't clean your face right and all that. This is something that, just you get the facial and you feel so good and all that stuff, and you're like fresh. I did the like a food detox. So it's like a factory reset. So the factory reset for my body, you can have it for your face, and the massage is the same thing, really. And you can tell your person how strong or how light that you want,
Oh, absolutely.
So, and then what areas that are biggest concern, and what would you say the biggest concern everybody has? Where is there, I guess for a massage, what do most people ask for?
Oh, all different actually. Lower back, just.
It's not even. It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Right.
With massage, there's no right or wrong. We try to match the massage to your mood, to what you're dealing with this week, this month. And we have that type of modality or that type of treatment to take care of you.
And they do a little consultation as well before, ask you what's bothering you.
Why don't you run us through, okay, so say I was coming to the salon for the first time, Jenna. So what happens? Because I've never done this before, right? So I'm coming, what can I expect?
So you're going to walk in. They're going to have you seated right away. And then one of our spa associates are going to come up to you. They're going to offer you one of our flavored waters. the neck rep, as we said before, and then either your massage therapist or your esthetician will come out, and they'll help you beforehand with your intake forms and stuff like that to make sure that we have all the information that we need. Go ahead, Patrick. He's interrupting. Typical.
So something else and this isn't, so we can't take credit for this, but a hand and stone thing is we customize it for everybody. So when you come in for your service, our clients have the power to control the temperature of the table.
Right.
They can
so
control
it's like the fit where you fill out before you go
your
into
service, your preferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a quiet session or would you like to have a conversation? A lot of folks sometimes they come in and it's massage therapy, but it could also be psychological therapy. And we could talk to folks.
Honestly, I just had a facial 2 days ago, and I was chatting the entire time, but I was also really relaxed, and so it's really whatever you're in the mood for. It's your hour.
True. It does depend. Like sometimes you feel like talking, sometimes you're like, I don't really want to talk at all.
And that's you don't have to say it out loud. It's already written for you, so they'll know.
And we ask you every single time because every single time you come in, you maybe have a different mood. Yeah. So it's customizable every single time you come in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be intimidated, right? If you've never done it, I mean, just try it. Why not? I mean, I know you'll feel much better as you walk out than when you went in. You have to.
The look on everyone's faces, it's like we just laugh because you can just tell they're like a different person. They walk in like with their hunched over, they're stressed out, and then when they're leaving, they're glowing. They're just like, you can just tell.
That's got to be fun. I can tell that's fun for you guys because you've envisioned this, you built it, and now you can see the results.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that?
It's wonderful. It really is.
Neat. But I was saying like the thing, it's always the neck and the shoulders because everybody's looking down at their phone. Everybody's on the computer, and then the winter, right? We're all like this all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can't wait to open up, summer and spring.
Oh yeah.
So
people carry a lot of stress in their shoulders, their upper back, but also the extremities, the arms, the legs. You want to promote circulation too. Yeah. So the arms and the legs if you get that massage correctly by a licensed massage therapist, which is what we have at Hand and Stone, that's going to make the world of a difference too.
Absolutely. No, I like the full body. I'm just like the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same.
That's good. All right. Well, we're almost finished with our third segment. We've got one more segment to go. So please stay tuned because there's going to be so much more. There's a lot to talk about. So Patrick and Jenna from Hand and Stone. I also have Mike in the room. Mike's been real quiet today, but Mike is here.
I'm just over here thinking about how I got to make a phone call.
Mike's going to get a massage.
Mike's
all right. Well, stay tuned. We're going to book Mike's massage in the last segment. Welcome back. This is Denise Nostrom, the Financial Chick. My company's in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691 or visit my website at financialchickshow.com. I'm here to help you on your financial journey. Over the years, things change, and I'm here to help you navigate all those changes. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're talking about health and wealth, because you know what? If you take care of your health now and do things to make yourself feel better, look better, be better, you just kind of age that much better too. So today we have Patrick and we have Jenna from Hand and Stone at the shops at SunVet Mall here, and we are so excited because, I'm excited because I've been I am a founding member from last year. I was there before they even opened up. So you guys said you opened up a little over 4 months now, right?
We just celebrated just celebrated our 4-month anniversary.
Happy anniversary! That's so exciting.
Oh yeah,
and. You're doing some great things over there. So we've talked about a lot of different areas. So I think we were talking about booking an appointment for Mike to get a massage. It's been a while.
Yeah, individually or jointly, based off what I just heard in the break.
That's right. Okay, all right. Well, Mike is also, as you all know, if you've been listening to the show, Mike is engaged to get married next year.
Yep.
And of course, on the other side of the table here, Jenna and Patrick are also engaged to get married. We don't have a date yet, but that's okay.
Yeah, Mike's a little ahead of us with the planning, but we'll get there.
It's all
Correction. My fiance is ahead.
She's on top of it.
We've been a little busy.
That would be you too, Jenna. Well, I don't know, Patrick. You're going to be into the. You're going to.
Oh yeah, he's going to dominate the planning. No, just kidding. He's got good taste.
It's got to be on point. It's got to make it on point. Okay. All right. It's no pressure. We don't have to do that, but we had to get Mike and Victoria a massage. So you were saying something about starting maybe something new. Is that public or
it's something we were talking about?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's
But
actually
we'll keep it under wraps.
It's a concept that our clients have kind of dictated to us because we have so many fiancés, so many future brides coming in prepping for their weddings. Right? They want to come in 6 to 8 months ahead of time for their wedding. Yeah. Make sure their skincare is top notch, 10 out of 10. And
wedding planning is stressful. Sometimes you need to take a break and give yourself a little, relaxation.
Mike's coming in for the massages. Victoria's coming in for the facials.
There you go.
There we go. Actually, I thought, instead of like the non-traditional bachelorette party, like why fly to Las Vegas and spend all the money and not be able to buy a house? Maybe it's a better idea to go to Hand and Stone and, and have the thing there and everybody looks fantastic.
Absolutely.
So
I'm just saying. We actually talk about that too.
We do have several of those booked already.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
For this year, yep.
Look at this. Great minds think alike.
I'm thinking like that for my bachelorette. I'm like, I could have all the girls come here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
have
awesome.
a little relaxation day.
That is not a bad idea. That's all good. All good. The options are endless. They're endless.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and I've only been to. We were just talking about this over the break, but I've legit only had one massage in my entire life, and I'm almost 30, so that's kind of sad, to be honest.
You'd be surprised, like I said before, how common that is. We get people all the time. They're like, "I've never had a massage."
Yeah, and it's not even for like not liking it or just like being weirded out about the concepts. I just never got.
It's just like
never
pushing yourself to do it, pushing yourself to go.
It's like you look at your list of to-dos, like it's just like massages happen to not be one of them on my list, unfortunately. But I got to change that.
Yeah,
got to make a phone call after this.
We're big on the gift cards too. So if you know somebody that you feel like needs a little, relaxation, send them a gift card. And
that's actually one of the benefits of being a Hand and Stone member is you get to give the gift of a massage or a facial at member pricing. Mm-hmm. Gift cards with us are huge, right? Every year. So fast forward 7 months from now, we have a BOGO program where you buy one, you get one free. Okay. You literally can't beat that. Anyone who knows Hand and Stone knows about this. We have pre-sale. It's crazy. It's gonna be even crazier this year because we opened up a week before our BOGO sale this past year, and it was insane.
And you do that around the holidays.
Yeah,
right around the holidays. Yeah, Black Friday.
Perfect gift. It really is.
It's good timing.
It
Wow.
is.
Yeah.
It is. And the thing is like, I don't know, I'm at a stage in my life where it's like, how much more stuff? Like, I like experiences, if I'm going to go somewhere or do something or, rather than, getting this little tchotchkes that you throw in the closet and that type of thing. Absolutely. So I think we're at that stage because, no one really... you want to buy something like my husband does all the time. He's like, I need this. And then I'm like, I'll get it for his birthday. Freaking buys it. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Like we got a lot of head nodding.
That's why I got a helicopter ride for him one year. I'm like, what can I buy him? Like we were talking about earlier.
You got to get creative.
Yeah. So the Hand and Stone gift card is a really nice idea. And it's like you're promoting them to take care of themselves.
You're giving the gift of relaxation, which is absolutely priceless.
Absolutely.
Because it's a great gift and it's also something that everyone could really use, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
So it works. Yeah.
It's very true. Very true. So, so like back to like the facials and stuff like that. So you talk about the facials are more, much more, because most people just think, you also get the neck and you get the arm, like the neck and the arm massage.
It's the décolleté.
The décolleté.
Okay. Oh, see, I don't have the terminology, so you got to help me out with this. All I know is I love it.
So Jenna actually just got a...
That's a nice word, too, décolleté.
It is. I think Patrick was pronouncing it wrong when we first opened up, and I had to correct it.
It's a French word.
You're Italian. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So Jenna actually just got a Dermalogica Pro Pen Lumen Infusion a couple days ago, and if you guys may not be able to see her, but she is absolutely glowing right now. She's looking beautiful. Jenna, how was that experience?
It was amazing. You know what? I didn't ask for it. I said, that's why I love our estheticians, because I said, you tell me, they look at you under a very bright light, and they ask you a bunch of questions, what's your concerns, and then they tell you what they suggest would be best for you and your skin. So I said, whatever you think, go with it. And, it was amazing. I still feel like my skin is glowing 2 days later.
And that's priceless because sometimes we don't know. We're busy. We're doing our thing. Like, just tell me what I need to do and make it happen.
Exactly.
It's just so much easier. Fast tracking.
Yeah. And that's part of our Hand and Stone process is when you come in, especially on your first visit, our estheticians, they give you a skin analysis. We're not one of those businesses where we're trying to just upsell you and just trying to add more money to the ticket. We want to see your skin. We want to see you under the light, and we want to make basically a prescription for what your skin needs today. And it's a process, right? It's a maintenance plan. Yeah. It's not a one and done. It's next month in 4 weeks. This is what we're going to accomplish this time. And it's progress, right? We're working
nice.
towards
my
something.
girl, yes. I always go to my same girl, can I say?
Yeah.
Marlena.
Oh, Marlena.
She's amazing.
Marlena is fantastic.
Yes,
She's
I
our
love
lead
her.
esthetician.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you told me that. Actually, they'd be like, oh, she just got a promotion. I'm like, oh, that's good.
She's our lead.
Yeah. So, I don't want to say too much because I don't want everybody to go to her because then I'll miss out. I'm like, I'm only kidding.
If we're going to plug Marlena, we got to plug Dana. Dana's also our lead massage therapist.
Okay, let's say them all because I've only seen Marlena, so I'm being partial, So, say them all.
Dana's an absolute unicorn. She's one of one. We are so happy to have her. Hey, peeps, how you doing? And,
she's hysterical.
And I'm looking at Jenna right now, but we wouldn't also be where we are right now if it wasn't for our spa manager, Nichelle.
Oh, my God.
Nichelle brings a wealth of experience.
Oh, my God.
She's been fantastic just from how she helps deliver the 5-star experience the second you walk in the door.
She gets it. She's also
a licensed esthetician too, so she really does.
Yeah.
She's already become family to us.
That's awesome. Well, how do you make an appointment? How do we get in touch with you? Give us all of your socials, your website, social media. How do we reach you at Hand and Stone?
Please.
There are so many ways. So for those of you who want to call, 631-607-0070. Instagram, Hand and Stone SunVet. Honestly, the best way is either give us a call or on our app. Right, download the Hand and Stone app, create a profile. It makes it so easy. You can pick an introductory service, massage, facial. You can pick your service provider, pick your enhancements, your add-ons. And you know what? If you don't see an available appointment, give us a call. Honestly, we move mountains for our clients.
Give that number again.
631-607-0070.
All right. Well, this has been absolutely amazing. I am so glad you guys came in, and I think you're a fabulous addition to the community. There's other places around, but I really love what you guys have done to the shop, and I love that it's simple too. It's very, you got your facial, you've got your massages, you've got your extra enhancements and stuff like that. It's a nice, easy formula too. So you go there and you know what you're going to get, and you're going to get it done.
We stick to what we're good at.
I love that. That's so important. Specialization. Specialization. So that's really, really wonderful. So Mike, you going to book it? Book it, Dano?
You and Victoria.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Got to get it done.
Pretty simple answer, yeah. Pretty simple answer.
So the weekend's here. We're ready to roll. But again, thank you, Jenna.
Thank you,
Patrick.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So welcome.
You guys are the best.
Welcome. And have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll see you actually Good Friday. It will be our next get together. So have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.
Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management and Diversified Financial Solutions are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.